DJI could be preparing a major upgrade to its smallest and most approachable drone lineup, and if the current reports are accurate, the DJI Neo may be far more capable than its compact size suggests. Instead of simply making the Neo 2 a little faster or adding a few minor improvements, DJI could be working on a drone that combines better imaging, smarter flight features, improved transmission, and even a more serious FPV experience. One of the first things that could change is the physical design. Early reports suggest DJI may be experimenting with a redesigned propeller protection system. The guards could look slimmer and more open while still keeping the propellers protected. That matters because the Neo series has always been about simplicity. You can launch it from your hand, fly it in relatively tight spaces, and worry less about accidentally damaging exposed propellers. A lighter and more streamlined guard design could make the Neo 3 easier to carry, while also improving airflow and overall efficiency. Weight could remain another major advantage. Current reports suggest DJI may continue targeting the sub-250-gram category. For casual users, that is an important number because drones below this threshold can face fewer regulatory requirements in some markets, although local rules always need to be checked. Keeping the Neo 3 lightweight would also reinforce its identity as a grab-and-go camera drone rather than a larger professional aircraft. But the camera could be where DJI makes the biggest improvement. The Neo 2 already moved beyond the original Neo with a larger 1/1.3-inch sensor, and the next model could take image quality another step forward. That does not necessarily mean DJI needs a dramatically larger sensor. Better image processing, improved noise reduction, stronger HDR performance, and more efficient use of the existing sensor could produce a noticeable difference. If DJI does increase the sensor size, however, the benefits could be even more obvious. A larger sensor can help capture cleaner images in challenging conditions, especially around sunset, indoors, under cloudy skies, or in scenes containing both bright and dark areas. That could make the Neo 3 much more useful for creators who want cinematic-looking footage without carrying a larger drone. Dynamic range is another area worth watching. Reports surrounding the Neo 2 have pointed toward features such as HDR, 10-bit recording, and D-Log-M, giving creators more flexibility when grading footage. If DJI improves these capabilities on the Neo 3, the little drone could start looking less like a basic selfie camera and more like a serious content creation tool. Video performance could also receive a substantial boost. A reasonable expectation would be 4K recording at 60 frames per second, but some reports have suggested something much more ambitious, 4K at 120 frames per second. If DJI actually manages to deliver that on such a compact aircraft, it would be a major selling point. High frame rate 4K could allow creators to capture smooth slow-motion footage while still maintaining excellent detail. Stabilization may improve as well. A small drone can be more affected by wind, so better electronic stabilization and smarter flight control could help the Neo 3 produce smoother footage outdoors. The goal would be simple: less effort for the pilot and better results straight from the aircraft. Then there is the feature that could completely change how people view the Neo series: FPV compatibility. There are reports suggesting the Neo 3 could support DJI's newer O4 transmission technology and potentially work with Goggles N3. If that becomes reality, the Neo 3 would no longer be limited to casual aerial selfies and automated tracking shots. Imagine starting with a simple palm launch, capturing a few traditional aerial clips, and then switching into an immersive FPV setup. That combination could make the Neo 3 unusually versatile. Beginners could experience first-person flying without immediately moving to a larger, more complicated FPV drone. At the same time, experienced creators could have a tiny aircraft that is easy to transport and quick to deploy. This is also where improved obstacle detection could become especially important. A more advanced sensor arrangement could potentially provide better awareness around the aircraft, helping it identify obstacles during forward movement and possibly in other directions. For new pilots, that extra awareness could provide another layer of confidence, particularly when flying around trees, buildings, or indoor environments. Battery life is another upgrade that could make a surprisingly big difference. Even an additional 5 to 10 minutes compared with the previous generation would be valuable. More flight time means more opportunities to capture the shot you want without immediately landing to swap batteries. DJI could also continue offering different packages, including a basic version and a Fly More style bundle with additional batteries, a charging hub, and extra accessories. Put all of these potential changes together, and the Neo 3 starts to look much more interesting. It could combine a compact protected design with improved imaging, higher video frame rates, better stabilization, stronger obstacle awareness, longer endurance, and potentially O4 transmission with FPV goggles support. That combination could also broaden its audience. Someone who simply wants an easy drone for travel could use it as a portable aerial camera. A content creator could take advantage of better image quality and advanced video features. And someone interested in FPV could use it as a relatively approachable introduction to first-person flight. Pricing, however, could determine how successful the product becomes. Current reports have suggested a possible range somewhere around $229 to $279, although DJI has not officially confirmed these figures. If the final price lands in that area while most of the rumored upgrades make it into the retail version, the Neo 3 could become one of the most attractive entry-level drones in DJI's lineup. And there is an interesting reason why DJI may be pushing this category so aggressively. The company's history shows that it has repeatedly succeeded by taking advanced technology and making it easier for ordinary people to use. DJI began in 2006 under founder Wang Tao, at a time when consumer drones were nowhere near as accessible as they are today. The company initially focused heavily on flight control technology and components, but the early years were far from easy. DJI faced financial difficulties and had to find ways to prove that its technology could deliver real value. One of the important early steps came from professional unmanned aircraft capable of carrying serious camera equipment. These systems were expensive, but they demonstrated what DJI's flight control technology could accomplish. Stable hovering, camera stabilization, wireless video transmission, and automated flight opened the door to professional applications such as filmmaking, surveying, mapping, and inspection. DJI's technology also gained attention through real-world applications, including aerial imaging used to assess areas affected by natural disasters. Those experiences helped demonstrate that drones were more than flying toys. They could become practical tools. The company then made an even bigger strategic move by bringing its technology to a much wider consumer market. As quadcopters became increasingly practical thanks to better batteries, motors, processors, and electronic controls, DJI focused on making stable flight easier and more reliable. The Phantom series became one of the major turning points. Instead of requiring professional knowledge and expensive equipment, DJI offered consumers a drone that could hover, fly, land, and capture aerial footage with far less complexity. That helped transform aerial photography from a specialized activity into something ordinary consumers could experience. The same philosophy can be seen in the Neo family today. DJI is taking technology that once required significant skill and packaging it into a small, approachable aircraft. The Neo 3 could be the next step in that strategy. If the rumors are even partially accurate, this may not simply be another compact drone refresh. DJI could be trying to create a crossover product that sits between a beginner camera drone and an entry-level FPV aircraft. A protected body, easy operation, improved camera hardware, advanced transmission, and potentially immersive FPV flight would give the Neo 3 a very unusual position in DJI's lineup. Of course, none of these rumored specifications should be treated as final until DJI officially announces the aircraft. Sensor details, frame rates, flight time, transmission compatibility, obstacle sensing, and pricing could all change before launch. But if DJI manages to deliver most of what is currently being reported, the Neo 3 could become one of the company's most interesting small drones yet. It would not just be about making a tiny drone better. It would be about making advanced aerial photography and FPV flying easier, smaller, and more accessible to a much wider audience.